You all in my lane, you ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty bitchin', whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C-note. Switch and keep it pimpin' every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, Bistro family, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most amazing heirloom dill pickle tomatoes. So the first thing you want to do is get you some heirloom tomatoes and go ahead and pierce the bottom of that skin. And we pretty much want to make a tomato concassé. The only deal is with this, we're just going to remove the skin. We're not going to remove the seeds from the inside. So you know, traditionally a concassé is skinless, seeds removed and diced, but we're just going to remove the skin from these because I feel like the pickle juice will penetrate a lot better with the skin removed, and it'll be a more pleasant bite when you eat it. So once you get all them X'd at the bottom, go ahead and take your favorite pickle juice of choice and then add a little olive oil to it. Like I said, use your favorite pickle juice of choice and then add olive oil just for some body and a little bit of oomph to the pickle juice. So then you're gonna get you some boiling hot water and place it in a bowl. And we're gonna begin to blanch these tomatoes. And you're only gonna blanch these tomatoes maybe for about anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. You don't wanna cook these tomatoes. You wanna just get them hot enough for the skin to begin to peel off. And once you get to this point here, you're gonna take them and directly place them into an ice bath to shock them. Because like I said, you don't wanna cook these tomatoes. You want them to be completely raw, but you want it to add some kind of element to remove the skin, and that's what the blanching did. All right, once you get them in that ice bath, make sure you get them cool completely, but then you want to get them out of the ice bath because you know you got the X at the bottom. You don't want them to absorb too much water. So from there, you're going to actually take the skin and start at the X at the bottom of the tomato, and you will see the skin will begin to lift up. And you want to remove all the skin from each of these tomatoes. It's a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of work to get them removed, and not elbow grease from the fact that it's hard to remove because it's a lot easier to remove, but just saying elbow grease because it is labor intense to do these tomatoes, but it's worth every bit of it, especially when you taste the finished product. So like I said, you're going to remove all of the skin from all of the tomatoes, and once you get all of the skin removed, you're going to actually dry them off with a paper towel. And once you get them dried, you're going to place them in a bowl and begin to season them up. Tomatoes have a lot of water, and I know we put them in pickle juice, but if you put them in there without salting them, it's going to dilute the pickle juice. So just season them a little bit with a little salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And you're gonna toss them just to make sure they're seasoned, and you can actually taste one just to make sure it's seasoned, because you want these seasoned going into the pickle juice. All right, once you get them seasoned, go ahead and place them in your favorite mason jar or any container where you can store them in the fridge in. Like I said, I'm placing mine in a mason jar, and from that mason jar, you're gonna begin to add that pickle juice and olive oil mixture. And notice for that pickle juice, that was maybe like a fourth of a cup of pickle juice. We only added like a teaspoon of olive oil, so you don't need much oil. And from there, you're gonna put the lid on there and begin to shake them a little bit, and place them directly in the fridge. And I let them sit for at least a day, and then I go ahead and eat them. You don't want to leave them in the pickle juice too long because the pickle juice is very acidic, and it'll begin to break up the tomatoes, especially since they're skinless. But if you eat them the next day, these things are fantastic. Like I said, the best heirloom dill pickle tomatoes. If you like pickles and you like tomatoes, these are the best of both worlds. Very good snack, very crunchy, good. It's amazing. I want to thank you guys for checking this video out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Heirloom dill pickle tomatoes from the Bistro. I'm out.